All right, all right, all right. Woo! We are live. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kerry, Mr. Excitement, Bronx, New York, in the building. Okay, let's see. Failed. What just happened?
Yeah,
So
cause
we, huh?
I just refreshed it to see it was live, and I don't see live right now. It's still saying live stream starting soon.
No, it should say live. It just
Okay, you live. You
oh,
live.
there we go. I know we're
Yep.
live. All right, awesome. So let me close.
Carrie, that we just
Yes,
lost you.
I just got a notification that we lost him.
Okay, well he'll be on in a minute, you guys. So I'll just go ahead and chime in. Thanks so much for joining us on this live hangout session because we're here for a Q&A on all the strategy tips that we have on offline marketing to boost your TLC business. So we'll just continue on waiting on Carrie to come in, and whoever else gonna come in, and we'll go ahead and start along with the interview so we can see what have you guys been doing to take your business to the next level offline. Okay, Carrie, you are back.
I don't know what happened now. You know what? Oh snap! I closed out the wrong box.
It's all good. That's why we're taking perfect action.
I closed out the wrong box, man. That's crazy. See, guys, you don't gotta be perfect. You don't gotta be perfect up in here tonight, man. So guys, let me know if we are live on the Hangout page. I know we're live here.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
Charles, we can hear you.
Okay, just making sure. How y'all doing?
Fashionably late, we can hear you.
Hey, man, I just got the message like 7:55.
It doesn't matter. You need to be. You're supposed to be waiting. So, Latanya, I'm gonna let you. Go. And Okay, there we go. We are live on the Hangout page, so I just want to make sure. Perfect. All right.
Okay. Well,
So, Latanya, go ahead. Let us know what's going on. Let everybody know what's going on. Hey guys, listen. This ain't gonna be like your normal hangout, like you normally see it or whatever like that. But we are gonna make sure that we give you value here tonight. If everybody's computers are up and running correctly. So
yeah, and I actually already did that when we lost you a few seconds ago about letting them know that we're going to be doing a Q&A about how we're able to take our business to the next level offline and just go in to just kill it on the retail and the customer service basis on with TLC. So with that being said, I just wanted to give you guys a little tips as far as with me on how I've been able to actually do a strong retail recruitment basis, you guys. It's all about taking imperfect action. So, you don't have to wait until the last minute. You don't have to wait to be perfect to do things. Let me just show you guys something. You see these? If you can see these are Blitz cards, okay? This is all you need, and I have a gang of them. And Kim, I know you probably remember when we did the car and bike show, right? So we had a bunch of these left over. And what I normally do, whenever I get out the house, I always have a stack of these. My goal to get out to talk to as many people as possible. If you don't open your mouth, you just don't get paid, really. You're not able to impact nobody else. You don't know who want to lose weight. You don't know who needs to get healthy. You don't know who needs energy in their lives if you do not open your mouth and talk. So basically, what I typically do, it's a priority for me every time I get out, and I don't just go up and just walk, talk to strangers and say, hey, you want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? No, I don't do that. I just have an open conversation, and it leads to that. Because everybody don't feel like talking or things of that nature. So if I have, like, I'm at the grocery store, for example, if I'm checking out at the cashier and we having a nice conversation and we're talking about things, I bridge into the conversation about, hey, I go ahead and give my card. By the way, anyone who want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days and want to earn an extra $400 to $500 a week, and 9 times out of 10, you guys, they're gonna say me. Okay, it's just a rare chance when they don't say me. Okay, because if they don't need to lose weight, they sure want to earn an extra $400 to $500 a week. Okay, so I have my information, and if I have time, if the line is not super long, if I have time, I go ahead and just, what I do really quick, let me go ahead and call your number. So that way you have my phone, lock my number in, then I give them the card also. So because you never know, they can lose this card, they can lose this information. So I have their number then, okay? So I don't go in and try to save their number because I'm in the line. I got other people behind me. So I just go ahead and call their number. I said, okay, I'm going to lock your number in. I'm going to text you in a little bit. I'm going to text you my Facebook information and, send me a friend request, and I'm going to text you my Instagram. From there, they're going to see what I'm doing anyways online. So I already built a relationship with them offline by giving them my card. Then I brought them online as well, okay? So I do mine as a twofold setting. Now, if I don't have anyone sometimes people don't have Facebook. Some people don't have social media. So if they don't have social media, I still got their phone number, okay? I still have their phone number, and I can still text them because they show interest in this, okay? All you got to do is just stay consistent at it. If you working, you got a full-time schedule, you can add this into your daily schedule, okay? And even if you can't do it every single day, at least 3 times out the week, you can have these Blitz cards right here. You can go out and pass them out and put them on your cars. You can go and put it, all the location you're going to, you can pass out. It's all about just taking action, you guys, okay? You don't have to have a fancy Blitz card. You don't have to have your picture all on it and things of that nature. It's about just getting started, okay? If you're not doing anything, how is your business going to grow if you're not doing anything? Because it's just been amazing how I've been able to talk to people, and from me having that one little conversation with them, I have a customer. And then not only a customer, I have a customer who's very excited about the products that they're taking. It amazed me how people call me up or text me, hey, Latanya, I lost 6 pounds. Hey, Latanya, oh, my God, this NutriBurst right here is giving me so much energy. Girl, you said this stuff going to kick in 10 to 15 minutes. It does, okay? So that's all it really takes by you just getting started, to be able to impact someone's lives. I had a customer who I just recently sold a pack of tea to. And when me and her actually started talking, she was telling me about how she working these long hours at her job and things of that nature. And then I started telling her about the products that I have, because I saw that, she wanted to lose weight and she needed more energy. She told me, like, you know what, I believe God sent you to me. And I kid you not, she said that. She said, I really believe God sent you to me. And this person who actually tried my products, not only she did the tea, she did the NutriBurst, as well as she tried the resolution. And right to now, she already lost 15 pounds. And I told her, I said, I hope you weigh yourself, okay? Please make sure you guys weigh yourself before you start taking the products, especially the resolution, and weigh yourself during and afterwards too, because at the end of the day, people, they see you, they see the transportation you're taking and the transformation that you're taking, they're going to say, what are you doing? What are you doing to lose this weight? Girl, you looking good. What are you doing? So that's going to be an opportunity to tell other people, your friends, family, anyone, about the amazing products. You don't have to be a massive recruiter, okay? The product is literally going to sell itself when you become the product of the product. Also, so, with that being said, just continue taking imperfect action, you guys. You don't have to be a techie. You don't have to be a guru online or anything. I just start with getting some of these Blitz cards and get to work. And if your income is limited, now, Kim, how much we pay for these cards in charge? So I think we got like 10,000 of these Blitz cards. It was only like $200 and something. So if you can't afford $200 and something, get 4 or 5 of your friends to go in with you on the cards. So you only pay what, $50, $60 a piece on the card. And then if you just say you pass off 50 a day, 5 days a week, that's 250 cards a week. Even if you can't do 5 days a week, if you know you have a demanding job that you just burnt out, 3 days a week, that's still 150 cards that you passing out, 600 cards a month. So if you do it and split it up with 5 friends, you guys get like 2,500 cards a piece. So 600 cards a month is lasting you a whole entire month. So you got like 2, 3, 4 months with these Blitz cards. Now, if you really want to kickstart your business, you'll pass them out every day, okay, and see the results you get then. I even go to the beauty salons, barbershops, you know, with my products, have products on you, okay, because I'm telling you, if you got the tea on you, they will buy. They will buy it. You just show them your brochure book, if you have one, your magazines, they will buy this. They will buy the tea from you. A lot of people don't like to wait either. So definitely, please have some type of products on you. You don't have to, if your budget is limited right now, you don't have to have a whole gang of products, but at least have something. So because people, for some reason, when I go into the barbershop and I have products and I sell out of tea, people, they say, hey, when can I get my tea soon? Because you don't have no more. That makes them have that urgency to order and purchase. Then, you know, another thing I recommend you to get your bottle of NutriBurst. Get you some small little cups. Take it to the barbershop or beauty salon. Go and sample it. If you're able to do that, if your budget permits you, go let them sample the NutriBurst. They're going to have like an immediate effect. You know, most people have an immediate effect with the NutriBurst. And that's a quick seller too. So, I mean, that's just basically my routine offline. You know, and I have an 8-month-old, a 9-year-old, a 6-year-old. My time is very, very, very busy. Okay, so whenever I get out, I mean, at the daycare, I got customers at my son's daycare. I got customers at my kids' school. I tell everybody about Total Life Changes and the products that we have because, you know, our products are second to none. So don't be scared to tell people about your products. What they gonna do? Beat you up because you tell them? They're going to tell you yes or no, and most of the time people are going to tell you yes. Okay? So, with that being said, you know, Kerry, back to you.
Yeah, let me tell you, man, you done, man, you made me click on the wrong thing just now. I done messed everything up. I'm like, hey, hold on, I don't even know what I just did. Man, I don't even know what I just did, man. I messed it all up, man. But, Latanya, let me tell you, that's so true. And I know that, you know, I'm going to keep it real. A lot of you are scared. You're scared to walk up to anybody. You're scared to talk to the people. I understand, okay? I used to be there years ago, all right? But this is what I figured out. My why I'm in this business outweighs all of that fear. Because when I see the lives being changed, bank accounts being changed, okay, an income disclaimer, if we mention any sort of incomes, you know, just know that we can't guarantee any sort of income because we have no idea whether or not you're going to do the work, okay, and the average income has not been set yet by this company because it's still so brand new. Everybody here on the panel, they go to work hard. A lot of you see Charles, he's out there grinding. Latanya, she's out there grinding. Kim Q, she's out there grinding every single day. But you have to remember, without money changing hands and products being sold, this is one of the products. If you guys are not retailing this product, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Okay, a lot of money on the table. But what I wanted to do was you mentioned something. Latanya. So I want Kim Q to come on out real quick. You can unmute. If you can find unmute, you should be able to see it on your phone. It's the same place where the hang up button would be, but across. Cause you're on your phone, right?
Can
Kim?
you hear me?
There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. So
imperfect action.
Imperfect action. That's right. That's right, guys. She couldn't get on from her laptop. Yo, she got the new Samsung Galaxy 5 or whatever it's called. No, the Note. She got the Note. I said, girl, get on that Note. You can still connect to the Hangout technology. But
I know, right? Good thinking, Carrie, because I was like,
but Latanya said something very profound, and I think you told me a story that, and I wanted you to explain it. When Latanya said people want the tea right now, they want the product right now. Tell people what recently happened about a customer. I think somebody wanted the product. They knew somebody else that had the product, but that person was always out of stock.
Well, I know what you're talking about. I was like, what? Which story? There's so many stories. I was like, which story is he talking about?
Well, that was it. When she was, well, that person was out of stock, and they ended up getting it from you, I believe.
Right. You're talking about the Periscope I did, because I literally did it right after it happened. And so basically, I go to this spot where I exercise, and I have a car magnet, and I always park my car on the end where people can see. I've discussed that before. And so walking to the car with my son from exercising at this local park where I always go, a young lady said, oh, she was with her friend, and she was like, oh, okay, this is your car. She and I were looking at that as we went into the park. And I was like, yeah, this is my car. And so she said, so how does it work? Well, one young lady said, how does it work? Apparently the other young lady had not told her that she was already familiar with the tea. So I don't know what they discussed about it, but apparently it was just for like a brief second. So one young lady said, how does it work? And I said, oh, you haven't heard of this tea? And the one who asked me how does it work said, I haven't. But the one who did said, yes, I have. I get it from somebody. But she said, y'all are always out of tea. And I said, who is y'all? And so she said, well, the person I get it from, they never have tea. And so I said, well, that's not my situation. And so she said, well, how do I get it from you? And because I actually walk with a sling pack, I always have to have my tea on me. I don't care if I could very well say, I'm just going to exercise, so I don't need it. No, I have something to hold my tea at all times. So I have 4 packs of tea. Basically, let her know, how do you want to pay cash? I take all major credit cards. And she went to the car and got her cash, and it was a done deal. And it just is it's critical. Like, I never, ever, ever leave home without my tea. Just like Latanya said, certain products, I have Strike Up, I have Love, I have NutriBurst, NRG. Excuse me, I got a shipment in today. I have Emu Oil now. I mean, you want to have that stuff on you, because word about this company is spreading like wildfire. And yes, there are more and more people coming on every single day, but the number of people who are actually treating it like a business, I'm coming to find out is few and far between. So many of the people that now patronize me do so because the person who first introduced them to the products never had stock on hand.
Yo, you see, guys, she said it right there. You listen, ladies and gentlemen, you got to treat this like a business, okay? And it always bewilders me when somebody says, "Oh, I'll get to that. I'll get to that TLC business when I have time next week." I'm like, listen, there's people, again, income disclaimer, but there's people making 10, 15, 20, 30, 40,000, 50,000 plus a week. Do you think they're treating this like, oh, I'll get to the third party business? It's not. You don't talk about your business in third party. This is your business. Everybody knows when Kim Q does a Periscope, she made it slick, because I didn't even know you can do that. She has her Periscope name with her website already attached. So every time she does a Periscope, her website's already attached because it's linked to her name. So all they keep seeing is her brand, her brand, her brand. Everybody needs to see your brand, your brand, your brand, whatever it is. And it's not totallifechanges.com/12345. You are the business. You are the business. Now I want to talk to Mr. You know, I'm gonna bring Kim Q back up in a minute, 'cause I know she has more she has to say. But I wanna bring up none other. Oh, look, he already know. He already know. How he know I wasn't going Jermaine? How he know Jermaine ain't sneak on here somewhere? No, because we don't see Jermaine right now. We don't know what happened to Jermaine. But Charles, please let everybody know how long you've been with Total Life Changes, and really what's been happening with your business. And then when you get to it, I want to know about these pre-sales, because I believe these pre-sales could help people that's a little low on funds getting started until their commitment and their belief level rises up.
Kerry, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Great, great. I want to appreciate you guys letting me come out this evening on this hangout. I'm excited to be here and to share with you guys some information that I think is very valuable, that can help not only, you know, me, but, you know, you guys that's watching as well. I've been with Total Life Changes a little over 3 months now, and I'm a firm believer of the products. They definitely work. I have people on my team doing an outstanding job. So far as in retail to recruit, and I've also done the same thing, and I've gotten, you know, a lot of results just by using that retail to recruit for myself as well as my organization that's under me. But when I'm out in the field, Kerry, I'm actually a merchandiser for a company, so I'm always inside grocery stores. And my biggest fear was, how do I talk to people without really, you know, knowing the people? So what I would do is I would actually set like bait traps. I would actually have the product in my pocket, and I would actually walk down the aisles and literally drop the product on the floor. Like, just drop the ISO bag on the floor. Like,
wait. You dropping our flagship product on the floor? Oh.
Correct. I'm actually dropping it in the floor to where the person that I'm thinking about talking to will actually see me, you know, drop. Well, they'll see it on the floor, to where they'll be like, hey, you know, sir, you dropped that on the floor. You know, so then, you know, as I pick it up, you know, I'll be like, okay, you know, I appreciate you, you know, letting me know about it. And then what usually happens, Kerry, is they'll ask me a question, you know, what is that? Because it's kind of, the product kind of stands out, granted it's in a green bag. So they'll ask me, hey, you know, what is that? What do you have? And so then I'll go into, you know, asking them a few questions. Well, you know, this product here is, you know, is life-changing. It helps thousands of people. So then I'll go into a spell to where I ask them, you know, if there was one thing that you can change, you know, about your health, you know, what would it be? And then they'll tell me exactly, you know, what issues that they're dealing with. Sometimes the issues that they're dealing with will lead to the, you know, tea that I have in my hand, or will lead to something else. But just by me doing that one little thing here, I've been able to get so many leads and have people, you know, ask me so many questions about the product just by doing that in the grocery store. Now, another thing.
That's the fake out. That's the you know, oops, I dropped something.
Exactly.
Now what happens if that person does? What happens if that person does 5-finger discount and picks it up and goes off with it? Don't contact you.
Well, if they pick it up and they want to keep it, of course, you know, I'll charge them. You know, I got my Square and my PayPal thing always on me, so they got credit card, they got cash, they can buy it on the spot. You know, I'm in business for myself, so I'm always prepared. I always have my Blitz cards and, you know, whatever I need to make sure that, you know, I'm always ready.
So let me ask you, Charles. You know, when we get paid, you know, it says binary pay, and we're gonna put that aside right now, and it says retail profit, retail commission, whatever what it is. How's that number been looking for you?
It's looking good. I've actually getting my biggest check. It's either in the mail today or next Monday, but it's over $200. So I'm excited just by, that's my, you know, biggest check that I've had with Total Life Changes. So I'm just excited to even get that and progress forwardly, you know, on this business. And here, if you don't mind, I just want to share one more thing today. I bought some car magnets for my car about 2 weeks before I went out of town to Destin. On the way to Destin, I had 3 people call me on the way from Atlanta to Destin because they seen my magnet on my car. I've also actually sold 6 bags of tea while I was in Destin because of the magnet I had on my car. Today, I went and picked up my children from middle school, and people are always seeing my car magnet because I pick up my kids every day from school. So a lady out the blue rolled down her window, hey, you got some tea on you? I'm like, wow, okay. So I jumped out my car, sold her 3 bags of tea, and she wants to buy even more products. So the car magnets, the things that you put on the back of the car as well, that stuff works. Like people are actually gonna call you, or they'll go to your site, or they'll just flag you down while you're on the street. They'll be like, they'll actually chase you or follow you just to get your attention because they want some product. Now, if you got people doing that, Karen, you got to be excited being told life changes. I mean, it's actually really changing people's lives. I got people following me, Karen.
Yo, Charles, man.
Those stalkers.
You know what I'm saying? For real. So Charles, let me ask you. So, how much you're charging your tea for? What's the price of your tea go for?
Okay, so I'll do one.
Everybody markets different. Everybody, and just FYI, guys. Like the great Jacques T. Morris, Atlanta's own, always says, your price is your price. So what are you charging them for the tea?
Okay, Chris, so I'll do 1 bag of tea for 15, or they can do 2 for 25. So 9 out of 10 times, everybody's getting it for 2 for 25. And every now and then, you know, I'll throw in a NRG because I know they're gonna get like stupid instant results just by taking that. You know what I mean? So every now and then, you know, I'll throw something extra in, you know, because I know what the products can do, and I know they're gonna come back to me. I have all my labels on the back of all my products, and I also get their information so that I can contact them maybe the next day to see if they're actually using the product or have actually started maybe making the tea. You know, I always try to follow up with them to make sure that they're doing what they say they're gonna do.
You know what? You said something really good. And guys, if there's anybody asking any questions inside the chat box, and listen, guys, if team, if you're watching, if you have any questions for any of the panel, please, if you're looking at this from our custom page, type it inside the box. We'll answer the questions, or comment inside of the thread that's where the pinned post is, so that we can answer those questions. And then, guys, if you do see a question out there, just unmute. Let us know what the question was, so that everybody can hear the answer. Just don't answer it inside the chat. But so for me, I do the 1 pack for 20 and the month supply for 50. And normally when I say that, they end up getting that month supply. I'm gonna start trying that 1 for 15, 2 for 25. I'm gonna see how that works. And I just recently seen somebody do 1 for 20, and then they said 1 month supply for $44.95 plus tax and shipping. Because you always have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, when we go into the store and we see the price of the flat screen TV, our mind just looks at that base price. Subconsciously, we know there's going to be tax. So we know if the $1,199 flat screen TV is that amount, we know when we get to the cash register, we're not paying $1,199. We're going to be paying, $1,200, $1,300, because subconsciously we know tax, shipping is going to be included. So we're already prepared for that. So when I seen that, I said, because when I say 50, I'm already incorporating, the tax and everything when I say that. But now, if I say 1 for 20, or a whole month supply for $44.95 plus shipping, plus tax and shipping, their mind is like, wait a minute. That means 2 packs will be $40 plus an extra $4.95. I'm getting a whole extra two packs. Why not go for the $44.95 plus, plus the shipping and stuff? So when I saw the person post it like that, I said, whoa, that's kind of slick, because the person's going to say, wait a minute, why would I only buy 1 pack for $20 when I can get a whole month for $44.95? And that's the last number that's sticking in their head, because they know it says plus tax and shipping. Okay, how much is it going to be with tax and shipping? Oh, it's only going to be $50.94. Bingo bango. Okay, so I don't know if so that's a little bit, you're selling it for a little bit over the cost of what we get it. And you said one thing that's really crucial, and I have to say this, and ladies and gentlemen, I know everybody wasn't doing this, because in the beginning I wasn't doing this. A lot of us might have been on that. Were you on that training with Candace Bird Davis last week or whatever, like 2 weeks ago, where she did that retail to recruit for the whole of the company? Okay, so what she had said one time was, somebody had contacted her and said, Candace, I've been doing your retail to recruit, and it doesn't work. So before Candace went and answered, she said, well, explain to me what's retail to recruit. She says, well, I've been selling people the tea, I've been selling them the NutriBurst and the Resolution, and nobody's calling me. That's not retail to recruit. What we all started doing when we jumped in this thing, before we started to really learn about the retail to recruit, is we were just retailing. We were just hoping we sell this tea, we sell this tea, and somebody shows up. Somebody will call us back. Somebody will take action on the number. Don't get me wrong. Some people do take action on the number and go to your website and call you, but it's not everybody. This right here, guys, 120% customer service. Okay? Customer service. All right? So once they get the tea, okay, you have to, yes, pick up this thing called a phone. Here we go, right here. And you have to follow up. Just because I sold them the tea, ladies and gentlemen, listen, their life is busy. They're going to put this tea in the bag, and they may have intentions of making the tea that night, but you're not going to know. Nothing happens. When you sell this pack of tea, nothing happens once you sold this pack of tea, but you just made a retail sale. Who knows when the magic happens with this tea or any of our products?
When you call and follow up.
When it's in here. When it's in here. If the tea is not in here, okay? Nothing
that was a good answer, though, LaTanya.
I did like that answer.
Yeah, well,
A for effort.
Well, here's the thing: when you call and follow up, you're making sure they try the product. Because sometimes people will just buy the tea and don't never do anything and don't try. It's one customer I had. I follow up with her like every 4 or 5 days. She still haven't made the tea yet. She finally made the tea a month later. And I would not have known that if I had never kept following up with her every week. And she finally made the tea, and she said, you know what? I have been going to the bathroom. She said, I have not been able to go to the bathroom. I have been going to the bathroom now. So she was excited about that. But, so many people would buy stuff and just, push it off to the side. It'll end up, collecting dust on their dresser or whatever the case may be. So you have to follow up.
Let me say, can I interrupt Carrie and say something about that? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, oh, okay. What I started doing actually is like, how we say, and for those of you watching the broadcast. If you are not familiar with edification, it basically means to like boost up. It basically means to like get somebody excited about either a person or a thing. I edify my product before the sale to make the sale, and I edify it afterward. So, like for example, the young lady with the that I met in the park, I let her know off the rip, hey, go ahead and shoot me. My phone had died, so I said, go ahead and shoot me your text message, your number, because I'm going to send you. I said, I know there's directions on the back of the tee, and it's super easy to make, but I'm just going to send you like a little 2-minute video. It's really, really quick, but so many people are visual learners, and so they tell me that they learn that it makes so much more sense to them when they see someone make the tee versus just read about how to make it. So that's how I got her to send me her phone number, and the minute they send me the phone number, I'm like, hey, I'm so excited for you. This is the link to the video where you will see her make the tea. But listen, if you still have any questions, let me know. Just as an FYI, don't heat it in the microwave, heat it on the stove, and store it in a glass pitcher for best results, okay? Oh, I'm so excited. Make sure you take a picture of the scale, even if you never show it to anyone else, because 5 days from now, you're going to be happy you have that picture to compare and contrast. And then usually people are like, okay, okay. And I'm like, yeah, girl. Yeah, man. Yeah, brother. Yeah, whoever. And then you laughing at me, Gary. You're laughing, but most people know that's my personality anyway. So, it goes toward me continuing that relationship as far as building the rapport. And after like I said, right after the sale, that text message goes out. That message on Facebook goes out. That whatever, it goes out. However we've been conversing, whatever you're most comfortable with, that is a standard message that I have that goes out that gets them excited about, yeah, this is where you're at today, but 5 days from now, that you will not be in that same exact place. And then I tell them too, like you said, LaTanya, let me know when you make the tea. I found that since I've been doing that though, they have been making the tea like within 24 hours. Seriously.
Right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's key.
Oh, look at my Chichi arms.
Yeah, I saw that.
That wasn't on purpose, but let me do it again.
I saw that Popeye arm right there. I'm like, what's going on?
That's that Chewy.
That's that Chewy arm right there. I mean,
yeah.
Can anybody see if there's any questions inside of the comment box on Facebook in our group? Charles, real quick, I don't know what happened to Jermaine. He said he was having trouble getting on. I told him to get on from his cell phone. But have you been doing any pre-sales of the tea, where you pre-sell it before you even have it in stock, Charles?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I've been doing pre-sales as well before I have it in stock. One instance I had.
Can you actually explain what that is? Because we have a lot of new people, and why would somebody do a pre-sale? What would be the situation they'll need to do a pre-sale?
Well, I'll pretty much just when I'm out and about, maybe I had one instance when I was at a massage place getting a massage, and I had my Blitz cards or whatever out, and I actually pre-sold some tea. I actually collected the money and told her that I will mail her out the product within 2 to 3 days. So what I would do is I'll send them a PayPal invoice, or I collected cash on hand from the individual that's interested in the product. And once I get that, I would mail the product out to them individually to wherever their the address is. So that's when they say pre-sale. That's what you do. You collect the money, or you can just take the order, and once the product comes in, you can meet with that person to make sure they get the product.
Okay, awesome. So have you ever did that method? So that's the method in person. Have you ever did it on Facebook where you posted up the pre-sale?
Yes, I did it via Facebook Messenger, where a person had reached out to me and they wanted some product. So I invoiced them, via PayPal. They paid it, and then once that cleared, I physically shipped the product, from my house to their location. Um, Also, back to when I was at the chiropractor, it was another instance where I was laying bait out there and just trying to see who's gonna bite. And the lady had asked me some questions because she seen my Blitz card out there. She was like, what is this 5 pounds in 5 days all about? Now, mind you, she didn't want to lose weight, but she knew somebody that actually wanted to lose weight. So I wound up connecting with her, and actually I took her credit card over the phone. Okay, this is a stranger. She don't know me from A to Z. She just knows that I come there to get my back adjusted. But the next day, I called her, I followed up with her. She said she was ready to go ahead and place an order. She gave me all her information over the phone, and I sat there and actually punched it in. Now mind you, this lady, she's not too computer savvy, and she told me straight up, Charles, I really don't like, being on the internet, what have you, but, can you do it for me? And I was like, sure, I'll be willing to help you out. And now Carrie, she's actually in the business. She's actually selling the product because she's seen the benefits from the product helping her friend. Okay, so I mean the products
man, let me tell you,
are powerful. I mean, like I said, she had no intentions of selling the product. She just wanted to try it on her friend. She seen her friend get the results, so now she in the business because her friend got results. I mean, it's just amazing how things work, but it would have never happened if I wouldn't have, let people know what I'm doing, whether it's, explain it verbatim, or you just putting the blitz cards out there and let people, ask you questions, what have you. And it's just amazing how the more seeds you plant, the more you will eventually see it to grow. And that's what I've seen with this business. And this is my first time ever doing something where I actually have a physical product. I've never done anything in my ever where I actually was selling a physical product. So I'm just amazed at the results I'm getting as well as my team members.
Now, do you have one of those Blitz cards there with you?
I think mine is actually the same one LaTanya has.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
so
we actually did an event, me and LaTanya and some other TLC reps. Yeah, Kim was there as well. And we had the same exact Blitz cards like that LaTanya has. I have the same exact one.
Okay, I kind of like that one. I like that the before and after picture on the back there. That's nice. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing what Charles is saying, okay, you can pre-sell the tea. Okay, take a bunch of orders. Let them know once your promotion has ended. The tea will be being shipped out within 7 to 10 days, and we do this all the time. Now, I know a lot of you guys are busy all over the place, and you don't get a chance to maybe see a Periscope or this, that, or third. Again, follow up is key. Follow up is key. Okay, so the retail to recruit. Okay, again, once somebody has results, it's almost game over. It's almost game over. So you can stay within retail land and really just dominate retail land. Okay, but remember, everybody that has a pack of tea, that you sold them a pack of tea, and you haven't followed up, you need to follow up. You need to call them up and make sure they've even drank the tea. Make sure, like Dr. Gator said, on the product side. Hold on one second. Yeah, like she said, on the product side, when they're drinking the tea, if they can stay to a lean protein diet, that also helps out. The benefits of the tea. But remember, once they have a product result, now you go into phase 2. Say, man, awesome. Awesome, Charles. Man, you lost some weight on the tea. A friend of mine, Kim Q, she lost 5 or 6 pounds drinking the tea. Another friend of mine, Mrs. Adrian Jolly, she actually drinks the Delgado coffee. She's lost up to over 30 pounds drinking that. Charles, let me ask you, do you know anybody else that would like to feel better just the same way you did from drinking the tea? And then you stay silent. This is after your customer has a product experience. We're going into phase 2 now. You stay silent because what I want Charles to do is to start to think of the names that he's going to basically be writing down to say, yeah, I know somebody. And then Charles is going to sell himself on possibly being an independent business owner with us, a franchise partner with us, whichever wording you want to use. Okay, so that's when the second phase comes in. So once Charles says, yeah, my uncle has been trying to lose weight, and my aunt, and I have a friend at work. Great. Charles, do you mind giving them my website so that they can order the tea from me? Charles is probably going to say yes. And then as soon as Charles says yes, he'll be like, you know what, Charles? I was just thinking. I really value our friendship. Let me ask you. Do you want me to get paid the 50% when your uncle and your aunt and your coworker orders the tea from me? Or would you like to get paid the 50% profit commission that comes in every time they order the tea? Charles is automatically going to say, what you talking about, Willis? Okay? He's going to say, what you talking about? Okay? And that's when you go into a third-party exposure. Okay? Preferably a short sizzle call that you can three-way them on, like 12 to 15-minute call that explains that portion there. Okay, so that's a little bit of the the retail to recruit. Now, if Charles says no, Kerry, that's okay. You can keep making the 50%. Then fine. You say no problem. Give him my link, so on and so on. But if you're not following up, the recruit part, I said it. The recruit part, the signing up an IBO part, the building a foundation and a network part does not happen. It's okay if you just want to stay in retail, that's fine. But if you're trying to do the retail into recruiting, follow-up is the key. And guys, we have a superstar. We have the legend of offline, okay? He's walking up and down those long Texas strips, making it happen. So we can't end this without speaking to my man. And if you haven't used this picture, if you haven't bought this picture, if you haven't went to his Facebook page and grabbed Bruce's picture, okay, where he looks like, before he looked like somebody else, now he looks like Officer and a Gentleman, okay, you need to go grab that photo, all right? So, Bruce, I see you there, man. Come on out, unmute yourself. Let us know what value you can give to the people about, offline marketing, retailing. Okay, because if we don't make if money doesn't change hands, we don't make any money because we don't get paid to recruit.
Very, very true. Good evening. I've been sitting in the background watching. I just had to click the link and come out here and say a couple things real quick. So I'm going to say the first thing that you need to do is have your own product experience. Okay, Kim and I talked about this earlier today. What it really came down to, I lost 27 pounds in my first 35 days on the products. And my wife was, at that time, she was diabetic. And because of the use of HCG, the tea, and NutriBurst, she went back to her doctor after 45 days of using product. And prior to that, they had told her that she was going to have to take injectable insulin. They were going to increase her dose from oral medication to injectable insulin 3 times a day, and she said, there's no way I'm doing that, okay? And so she went back, and lo and behold, they not only did she not have to take injectable insulin, but they took her, and again, see your doctor, we're not doctors. All you got to do is listen to us, you'll figure that out. I claim that for myself. But bottom line, they took her off the metformin as well, so she's no longer diabetic. Now, here's what I do. I use the Blitz cards like everybody else. I mean, if I'm in a grocery store, wherever I'm at, they're on me somewhere.
Wait, Bruce, you held that up too quick, man.
Oh, okay. I'm
Slow
sorry.
it down. We need to take a look at that.
There we go. I had bought a template. Okay, it has my personal information up here, my name, website, phone number, all that type of stuff. Okay, and it's got, hopefully you can see it, it's got products down here. On the back of it, it's got our 50-50-50 plan. Okay, so bottom line, you'll catch them one way or the other. They either want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days, or they want to make money, one or the other. Okay. And so when I go through the process, and I actually do the plan right off of this. This is what I did today. I talked with a young man at a restaurant, and literally said, all we do is we find 2 people that either want to lose money. Sorry, that was silly. No, you don't want to lose money.
That's next week's training. That's next
Yeah,
week's
there you go. Okay, that's good. Next week's training. Kerry will head that one up. Lose weight or make money. Okay, and basically you reach 2, you get 2, you teach 2. Keep it duplicatable. 2, 2, 2. Okay. Here's something that I did. I took our own before and after pictures, and I made this flyer. Okay. And I did it on my own computer, and at the top of it, it just simply says, find out how this couple lost 30 pounds in 30 days. And I'll try to get this up close where you can see it. This is, Kerry remembers this. This was on a party bus in Atlanta in February. Okay. Kerry, remember that? And anyway, this was me in July. Okay. And I have the pictures in my phone. I can actually flip my phone out and just go through and say, this was me in February, this is March, this is April, May, whatever. And it just blows them away. This was my wife a year ago. This was her New Year's Eve of coming into this year, and this is her today. Okay. I talk about the diabetes story and her story. Okay. So we're not saying anything medically, because the doctor was involved. Okay, we're not saying it's medical advice or anything else. Okay, looks like Kim needs some NutriBurst or some NRG over there.
Kim
Bust her out.
Kim walking up and down that mountain. She's tired right now.
I know, we're running hard, but and that's really what it is. Now, what I do personally is I go into barbershops and hair salons. I know Latanya talked about that as well, and I go in, I just basically say, hi, I'm Bruce McElhenney, I'm with Total Life Changes. The reason I've stopped in is we have I usually see either a portfolio, or we have several lines of products that are organic or all natural. We help people, lose 5 pounds in 5 days. A lot of times I use 30 pounds in 30 days. It just gets their attention quicker, And here's what my story is, and I tell them just very quickly. I lost 27 pounds my first 35 days. There was no training involved. I simply drank a couple cups of coffee, drank some tea, put some little drops under my tongue. The weight came off, 0 exercise, okay? And then I say, look, I went from a size 40 pair of pants to what I'm wearing today, a size 34 pair of pants in 45 days and 0 exercise, and I haven't worn a pair of 34 waist pants since high school, and that's a long time ago. Okay, so I tell them, I said, look, I got energy to burn, and I love it because I feel great and I can accomplish more in a day's period of time than 6 months ago. That wasn't the case. Nowadays I can work from morning till night if I want to, which I do a lot of times because I love doing it. And I'm always out there talking to people and following up and etc. So that's really what it is. You create, if you don't have, this is a ream of paper, your own pictures or somebody's pictures that you borrowed, whatever. Your own are the best, obviously, and I have them right in my phone and I share them. Okay.
So Bruce, let me ask you, how has that fly been working? Because I think sometimes people they get a little, like, everything needs to be super fancy and stuff like that. So I'm seeing people, and we used to do this like 3 companies ago, and
Been
Post-it
there.
notes. Okay, I just saw a training on Periscope by a Crossline team member, and his team is killing it with post-it notes. So
Yeah.
at first, I thought they were stamping them like how we did it, in that company that's no longer here.
Let me show you something real quick, okay?
Oh, definitely.
I'm gonna lean away real fast.
So while Bruce is getting that, I seen I seen
Here you go. I'm gonna tell you how this works, okay? I go in with those flyers. Every one of these.
what was that you just showed there?
What these are is business cards from hair salons, barber shops. These are people that I personally talk to, names, phone numbers, everything, okay? They're all wadded up, beat up. They've been thrown in a bag. But here's what I do. I take it one step farther. I go in because when you reach out to help someone, they will embrace you. And I'm going to tell you what. What I do is I go one step farther, and if you get resistance of any kind when you walk in the door, I've had them say, "Oh yeah, no soliciting," and I'll say, "Really?" Ignore the no soliciting signs. I'll tell you what that means. What that means is they buy everything. That's why they don't want you to solicit. Okay, it's true. And I sold door-to-door insurance. Okay, years ago. All right. That's a hard living, okay? That's a hard way to make a living. This is peanuts. This is easy. But what I do is go one step farther. And I tell them, this came from Stormy, but this works, okay? What I do is if I get any kind of resistance, I'll simply say, well, that's okay. I was going to help your shop, put some extra money on your bottom line, but that's okay. I know there's another shop right next door here. I'll go over there. And I start walking towards the door. Okay.
I like that.
No. What do you mean? And I say, okay. Now that basically now that I got your attention, let's talk a little bit. Here's what we do, or here's what I'm willing to do. Not everybody can do this, but if you can do it, but I'll just simply, you get resistance. Here's an easy way to get their attention quick. Because you start talking about taking money away from them, they're in business to make money just like we are. So what I'll say is, I'll tell you what. You invite some of your customers here to have their hair fixed or whatever, come hang out for the day. I'll come in here, I'll set a little card table up in the corner. I'll put some products on there, do a few samples and that type of thing. And whatever I sell during that, whatever 2, 3, 4 hour block of time to your client base, I'll tell you what I'll do. Is I'll give you 25, I'll show you what my cost is, okay? And I'll show you what the profits are, and I'll give you 25% of my profits to your bottom line of your shop. Would that be of interest to you? If they say no, leave, run, go. But you get attention, okay? You get immediate attention because you're giving them something. You're not just there to take, okay? And when you do that, you get attention. You grab them in, you hook them, and when you do that, I mean, I got places that are waiting on me. Right now, I got a shipment coming in, and they're waiting on me to get the product in so that I can go do a quote-unquote tea party, Customer Appreciation Day, okay, that's what I call it, Customer Appreciation Day, in their shop to help them make money. Now, once I hook them in that, obviously I'm going to talk to the owner about, losing 5 pounds in 5 days, making extra money in addition to what I'm going to show them. Plus, there's so many directions that you can take that, and then obviously you want to lean them towards being an IBO, because what you can do is once their customers purchase their products from you and they have a product response, when they come back and say, I bought my stuff from you at Shirley's hair salon or wherever, then you go back to Shirley and say, Shirley, Sally and Mary and Harriet were here the other day. Remember, they bought tea and this and that, and they, they want to, basically sign up as members. Sometimes I use IBOs, but a lot of times I'll say members and make money. But and then you can use do you want me to keep the 50% commission, or would you like me to show you how you can do that. And I mean, then you hook an IBO. Okay.
Man,
I mean,
you know, Bruce, you know, don't listen. Everybody has a Bruce in their family or circle. Okay, find that person with that extroverted personality like Bruce.
I'm shy.
And get them signed up. You know, because Bruce is a straight road warrior, and I hope everybody got some tips. Hey guys, before we close it out, we got some questions. Anybody can answer these questions. Latanya, you got the questions there that they've been asking?
Yeah, it was actually one. So Stephanie had asked, do you exchange information at the time of the transaction? If they do not have a way to exchange, do you make sure you have a writing utensil and paper?
Absolutely. If I can answer that, I always have a pen on me. I don't care if I got a pair of shorts and a T-shirt on and flip-flops. I got a pen on me, and I can guarantee if I have to write their name on my hand, I will. Okay? And I'm going to tell you a key point. If you don't get their name and phone number, at least their name and phone number, but hopefully their email address as well. If you don't get that when you're out, whether you're going out to market or you're marketing while you're out, you might as well stay home. Okay? Because 99% of the time, they are not going to call you back. If you do not communicate with them and keep that line of communication open, you're wasting your time. Because I've given out gazillions of business cards over the years. And I sold insurance for 25 years. If you don't get their contact information, you're shooting yourself in the foot. All you have to do is say, look, you know, I'm just simply going to follow up with you and see if you have any questions. Real low key, okay? Be real low key. Do not get nervous when you ask that question. All you're doing is talking to them, just like you're doing in person. I'm not going to bother you. I'm not going to call you every day and hound you. I'm just simple. You don't have to go that far. I just say, you know, hey, I'm just going to touch base with you and see if you have any questions. Real low key. If you don't get their phone number, it's pretty much a done deal. Okay?
Yeah. I like that tip there. I like that tip there, Bruce, because a lot of people think that we gotta hound them down. This is not high pressure sales. Guys, listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is not nothing wrong with Kirby. We have a Kirby here that we don't even use.
I sold them.
You know, but this is not that type of thing where we're gonna, you know, come over and start to shampoo the dust mites out of their mattress.
I'll give you one other quick tip.
Oh, wait, hold on, Bruce. I think Mrs. Tachui Arms, you know,
yeah,
wants to say something right
I would
there.
take it.
Okay, come on, Kim.
This is going to sound ironic because I just said that the other with this incident at the mountain that I didn't have my phone, but that was very, very rare. I'm with Bruce because even when I have my pouch, I have pen and paper, but I really do like to put people in my phone right then and there, and we do so much with our phone, and I really like to connect with people and make them feel like I'm a friend right off the bat. And that's something that I've noticed people have started saying to me, oh, I feel like I've known you forever. So a lot of times when I'm talking to someone and I can tell it's going good, I want to introduce them to it, or I say I want to follow up with them or whatever, I will start showing them, just like Bruce said he has pictures in his phone, I'll start showing them certain before and afters, and I'll say, I don't even wait to the end to say, can I get your name and number to follow up? I just say, ooh, you like this before and after? Well, you know what, let me text it to you right quick. Let me text it to you right quick so that you can have it all the time. And, I mean, I will flip through a few of my favorite ones. I use Bruce's. Carrie, I use yours. I use your wife's. I will flip through them, and when I find one that prospect says, ooh, look at her, look at that, I say, oh, yeah, you know what? Let me send this to you right quick. What's your number? And they're just like bloop, 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 bloop. And so that way, I automatically, you know, if I'm really feeling good, then I'll be like, girl, let's take a selfie. Brother, let's take a selfie. And then I'll say, let me send a picture to you right quick or something like that, or something that makes them feel like I am their friend right now. When I put them in my phone, I always put the date that I met them right behind their name so that I can always find out because time flies, y'all. And you would think, oh, I just met them the other day, and then you look, it'll be a month. So I always have a system of putting people in my phone immediately. And when you do it each and every time, then it doesn't become this cumbersome project that you're like, oh, now I have to go back and backdate all the people I've ever met. So the easier, I mean, this business is simple. We're complicated. We are complicated, and we make things complicated. So, I mean, I just, like I said, just talk to people like a friend, treat them like a friend, and then that's it.
Yes, I want to intervene also what Ken was saying, and also what Bruce was mentioning. It is very, very, very important to follow up. Just like with me and my incidents, when I'm out talking to people, whether I'm offline or either online, I am going, especially when it's offline, I'm going to not only put your number in my phone, go ahead and call you immediately so you can lock my number in as well as I lock your number in. I'm going to find out if you have, Facebook or Instagram, because if you do, I'm going to link with you also. Then once I get home, I'm going to write your number down in my handy book, because sometimes we know technology can fail, so you always have to revert back on your traditional pen and paper also as well. So anytime, my phone, if I get a new phone and it doesn't merge over to the people contacts, I still have their number in this book here. So, and then if they're not on Facebook, and you can pretty much tell if a person active on Facebook or not. If they're not really active on Facebook, you have that communication piece where you can speak with them over the phone or text them also. Now, another good thing I like to do too on Facebook, and if they are on Facebook, I like to use the speak feature, because here's the thing: when you're typing something, people don't know your passion. They don't know how you are passionate about that particular product. So if I have a person, a lot of times I may communicate with people on Facebook, they at work. So they're typing back and forth on, hey, Latanya, can you show me the information that you just posted on Facebook on how to lose weight? So I go right to my microphone on my phone, hey, such and such, and use Kim as example. Hey, Kim, let me know you get on this voice message. Oh, yeah, I can hear you, but I can't talk back because I'm at work. Oh, that's fine, Kim. The information, how much weight are you trying to lose in the next 30 to 60 days? You know, go in back and forth, and I tell them a little story. Hey, I'm about to send you this video that I did with my mom. It has results on her before weight and her after weight, after her, drinking the tea. So I'm about to send that to you in a little bit. Most of the time, they be watching that stuff at work. They don't care. They watch it at work. Oh, I'm about to watch this on my lunch break. So, and then when I started telling them about the Nutriverse and everything, I was like, I just break it down, and they really feel the passion in my voice. So I'm able to connect with them as well on Facebook, just speaking to them that way, even though they can't speak back with me. I'm speaking to them. So then once they get out of work, they're like, hey, when I get out of work, you got a few minutes so we can talk on the phone? Yeah, sure. This is the time I have available. That's when I always close the deal.
Man,
it's over with once you get on the phone with me.
Miss Jones, let me tell you, that nugget right there. Wait, let me get on center stage right here. That nugget right there. Game over. All this time, see, I normally do the video call, but I never thought about when I'm about to respond, why am I responding via text when text has no emotion? And LOL is not an emotion, guys. Okay?
Right.
LOL is not an emotion. Okay? I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but LOL is not an emotion. Okay? You can say LOL and you can be mad. LOL. That's not an emotion. Okay? So now that you said you're going to respond via voice message, everybody's getting a voice message back from me, because that way they hear my personality. They hear my voice inflections.
Yes.
Even now, I'm thinking about it now. I could do that when somebody's happy birthday. Because listen, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook marketing, real quick, 101. You talk about, I don't got no friends, I don't got nobody. Listen, if that number in your friend column says more than 0, you got friends. Okay? Now, granted, minus the people that's already in Total Life Changes, every day is somebody's birthday. Okay? Every day is somebody's birthday. Okay? So if you want to learn how to break the ice, how about saying happy birthday? But don't say happy birthday like how everybody else says it. HBD, okay? Or they go on their wall and say happy birthday. No, like Latanya just said, utilize that Facebook voice feature. Because first off, most of these, they got it labeled wrong on Facebook. That's not really your friend. They need to have a button that says associate, okay? Because that's what most of these people are to you. They're associates. You added them as a friend 15 years ago when MySpace went under, okay? And you just never spoken to them. If you click on it in your Facebook inbox message, there's another link right next to it that says other. If you click on that, you'll see all the hundreds of messages that you've never answered because these people inboxed you, they wasn't your friend, and you never communicated. But using that voice feature now, that is going to be solid gold for me. Because what I normally do, I'm using the, if they don't want to give me their number, or if we're trying to exchange numbers on Facebook, I just hit the call button so that they can hear my voice, they can hear my sincerity, they can hear my voice inflections, and be more comfortable with me, and I can answer their questions right then and there. Because sometimes they don't even know, like, wow, I didn't even know my computer could do this. They're not tech savvy. Connect, connect, connect. The faster you can connect, be it exchange numbers, voice, voice message, or voice call, it's game over. Okay.
Right.
I think Bruce and Kim had something to say, but let me say this one real quick, guys. Remember, if you're following up on this product right here, the T, okay, and even the resolution, every 5 days is a follow-up day. So today is somebody's 5th day on the T. The T lasts 5 days. Okay? So if you gave somebody this 4 days ago, today is their 5th day, you should be calling. Tomorrow is the other person's 5th day, you should be calling. The next day is the 5th day. Every day is somebody's 5th day that you sold this to. So this is why you make sure they drink it, and you find out when they're going to start to drink it so that you can start counting when it's going to be their 5th day. And I sometimes call them on their 3rd day to make sure all the checks and balances is in place and they're taking it appropriately. So remember that, guys. Every day is somebody's 5th day. As far as resolution, you can call them up on day 2. Day 2 of the resolution, that weight is gone. That scale is moved. Okay? Somebody else had something to say? Do we have any questions inside the chat or on our Facebook group?
I'm gonna give you one last thing.
Okay, come on, man. We like Reggie said, we dropping the nuggets today, baby. We dropping the boulders.
Hey, we build the TLC business on the power of 2. Okay, on the power of 2. We're talking about getting their phone number back, low key. Okay, how I do that is this: when I hand them if they say, "Do you have a card?" Okay, a lot of times that card just gets lost in the middle of nowhere. Okay. And so what I do is I take my pen that I always have on me, and I take not 1 but 2 business cards, and I clip my pen on the business cards like so, and I'll say, here's 2 business cards. Now, and it's all psychological. I'll just simply say, here's 2, and I spread them out like this, okay? And I'll say, here's 2 business cards. There's 1 for you and 1 for me, okay? One of them's got, both of them have my phone number on it, and what I'd like you to do is jot your phone number and email address on the back of it and hand it back to me with my pen. I want to get my pen back, okay? Just hand me my pen back with a business card so that we can keep in touch, and I can answer any questions that you might have. Power of 2, okay?
I love it. I love it. So we're gonna let Kim Q close it out. Latanya, there's no questions inside the Facebook, right?
No questions.
Okay, that was awesome. And
they're loving it. It just comments made them. They loving all the golden nuggets that they're receiving.
And again, I know. And again, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, another tip. Well, two last tips. Bruce has been going to hair salons. I recently saw a Periscope where they're going to the gyms. Okay, people are actually going to the gyms. There's so many gyms, especially if it's the one that you frequent, and they're allowing you to set up a booth. Okay, because you're coming in there as an independent franchise business owner. You have a health and you have a full health and wellness spectrum of products. Okay, that our core line of products, the tea, the NutriBurst, the NRG, the Delgado Slimming Coffee, okay, the Resolution Drops, the HCG, okay, all of those products could benefit somebody inside the gym. So when I saw that, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know gyms allowed you to do that, because they're allowing you to set up a table, okay, and you're giving away information. You're not really asking for nothing. You're letting them sample. So just imagine you contacted a gym, and remember, gyms are independently, a lot of them are independently owned. Even if they're the mega franchise gyms, that's owned by an independent franchisee, owner. Okay, so even though one Lucille Roberts may say no, as an example, the other Lucille Roberts, 2 miles away, 5 miles away, will say yes. Great. I'd love for you to set up a booth and offer my members, some valuable information on keeping a high, a beneficial health, health conscious, whatever. And it can be an informational table if you're low on product. But if you have product, yes, sampling. Put that NutriBurst on ice. Have those little communion cups. Boom. Okay, I'm just saying, little communion cups.
Hey, Kerry.
Don't do one of these cups of NutriBurst, okay?
Hey, Kerry, I got a tip specifically for you, brother. I got one just for you that I use myself. Okay, you got a lot of long hair like I do. Okay, I went to a hair braiding place, and I walked in the door, and the first thing I did was, and you cut up all the time like I do, so you'll fit right in with this one. I walked into a hair braiding place, and I said out loud, I said, "I'm here," and they all looked at me. The whole room full of ladies looked at me, and they said, "You're here for what?" And I said, "My appointment." And they said, "What appointment?" And I said, "I'm here to get my hair braided." And the whole place just rolled. There's like 15 ladies in this place, right? And could you see Kerry doing this, Kim?
For sure.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and so as soon as they did that, as soon as they started laughing, then they said, "No, really, what are you here for?" And I said, "Hi, I'm Bruce with Total Life Changes. We help ladies lose 5 pounds in 5 days and make $500 to $1,500 a week part-time. Is there anybody here that would like to do either one of those?" That place erupted. Okay? I walked out of there with a ton of phone numbers. I had interest. I had people buying tea. And it was all because I walked in there and was acting a fool. Okay? So have fun.
Mm-hmm.
You did what we call breaking the ice, broke their attention.
Yeah, break the ice, pattern interrupt. So, ladies and gentlemen, you just have to really, and we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Hopefully we gave you a lot of value here tonight. You just have to start to think outside of the box, and I'll let Kim Q close it out with her last words or whatever, her last tip of the day. And just like these hangouts, start getting friendly with the front-facing camera on your phone, okay? Because you're leaving a lot of money. You're leaving a lot of money and a lot of connections on the table by not utilizing the front-facing camera, of your phone when you're doing your daily walks and stuff like that. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand that there's people everywhere, okay? As you saw with Bruce just now talking about, I'm here. Here for what? I'm here to get my hair braided. Okay, imagine me walking there. I'm here to get my beard braided. I don't know. whatever it is, you got to think outside the box. Just like somebody was setting up tables in gyms, I didn't know that can happen. I didn't know you do that. You know, the way some of these marketing tips I was just given, I didn't know about, you know, doing it that way. There's no specific perfect, you know, right or wrong way. It's just about doing it. And it's just like when you're on Facebook. If you're going to be on Facebook, don't go to the work from home groups. Okay?
No.
Marketing tip. Stay away from the work from home groups. Okay? Type in, let's just say you're from Brooklyn, like me. I'm going to type in, and Facebook graph search allows you to do this. In the search box, you type in people that live in Brooklyn, this is what I'm typing in, that went to my 11. My 11 is my junior high school. Okay? So now when I look at these photos, when I'm looking at these new profiles that I'm trying to connect with, I did not meet them in a spam fest group. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So now when I connect with them, they're like, yo, I noticed you went to mile 11 the same time I did, you know, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, who's your teacher? I'm connecting with them on something we have both in common. Okay? You can do that with your college, you can do that with this. Or people that live in Brooklyn that like the book or that like the fan page Rich Dad Poor Dad. Now I'm doing kind of like a more targeted search because I'm looking for people in Brooklyn that like the fan page of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Now, if you like the fan page of Rich Dad Poor Dad, that means you're semi in the business mindset of what I would like to, people that I would like to connect to, or people that live in Dallas, Texas, that like Dancing with the Stars. You know, so when you're connecting with them, if you're a fan of Dancing with the Stars and you met them on a Dancing with Stars page, guess what? You can have something mutual that you can organically what's the other word? Naturally, without being fake, talk about it because you like Dancing with the Stars. Okay? Football season just started. You don't know, but you want to get access to that new person. If you don't have no friends left, make new friends. Did I tell you to sign them up? No. I said make new friends. Because what's going to happen, everybody, when you click the add as a friend, the first thing they do is look at your page to make sure you're not crazy. Okay? So if your page looks nice and not salesy, and you have some comedy, you have some fun stuff, you have some lose 5 pounds in 5 days, hello? I didn't say lose 5 pounds in 5 days on every post. I said a little bit of comedy, a little bit of fun, a little bit of whatever inspires you, and mixed in there is some lose 5 pounds in 5 days. One, they're not going to see you as a salesperson, and they're going to be like, you know what? You seem like a nice person. Add as friends. Build, communicate, conversate, and make a new friend. Because eventually they're going to say, wait a minute. I've been seeing this lose 5 pounds in 5 days on your page. I know somebody. Or I've been seeing this Ganoderma that has been known to lower blood pressure. Start talking about the ailments that the herb, not TLC, that the herb has been known to treat. Because you got to start doing medical disclaimers, guys. We don't want to get nothing shut down. Medical disclaimer. This herb has been shown, has been documented to help or aid in that, not TLC. Okay, medical disclaimers. Okay, we talk about what the herb has been known to do. Okay, so with that said, guys, again, if you're low on funds, there's something called sticky notes. They're out there. Write on there. Write it and stick. You don't even got to go buy no rubber stamper like we did back in the past. Now, if your penmanship is horrible, I've seen people getting calls with horrible penmanship. So it doesn't matter if your penmanship is horrible. Now you can write out them sticky notes, lose weight, make an extra $500 to $1,000, or lose weight, make money to pay cell phone bill, mortgage, college, rent. Will train, call, and your number. Okay, you can lead with the emotional things that they're tied to, like cell phone bill, rent, college, whatever, or you can lead with the money, 500 to 1,000. Will train, and your phone number, and your phone is going to ring because people have been doing it, and it's just a little sticky note, handwritten, and you stick it everywhere. You go to the ladies' room if you're a female, and you close that door. Guess what you're gonna see? Sticky note. Okay, you put it on each and every store. I know you only used one store when you was in there, but guess what? You go in each store, on the back of the door, sticky note, sticky note, sticky note. The next lady that comes in, she closed that door. What she gonna see? Same thing with the men. Think outside the box. Okay, think outside the box. Put sticky notes everywhere with your phone number, not your website, with your phone number, because you want to connect with the person and find out what their needs, their strengths, and their goals are. So with that said, Kim, close it out.
Okay, I don't have any like profound words or anything. I was just really gonna I know we're like way over time, but I just really wanted to go back to the car magnet thing. I actually was talking to a distributor today, and I talked to some distributors that aren't on my team, and I was talking to her today, and I was telling her about the whole car magnet thing, and she was saying that well, my car just broke down, and I was like, and so what? That's perfect. Your car broke down. Still put the magnet on there. Wherever it's sitting stationary, put that magnet on there. There are some people who actually purposefully park up box trucks in shopping plazas to advertise the business. So put the car wherever, as long as the car is not like a limit, put the magnet on there and keep it rocking and rolling. Because guess what? It's all about consistency. When people keep passing that same car with that same magnet on it day after day, people in your neighborhood are going to be like, oh, you know what? I've been meaning to ask you about this magnet on your car. They don't know whether the car is working or not. Who cares? It doesn't really matter. So, again, don't complicate things. I'm telling you guys, I don't get out as much as Bruce does. I have a crazy schedule picking up my son and dropping him off and doing different things, homework, bath, all this stuff. But let me tell you, whenever I do get out, I am telling people about what it is I have in my hand. And if I'm not telling them, then my car is telling them. I met somebody on Thursday. She saw the man. I mean, I stopped at the gas station just to run in for a snack real quick. By the time I came to my car, she was like, I saw this. I was gonna write down the information. I said, well, what do you want to know? And long story short, that was Thursday. Friday, she bought a month's supply of tea from me. Almost had on the NutriBurst too, but at least I got her up. She was going to get a 1 week supply, but she bumped it up to a 1 month supply. And do you know that she messaged me today? I put it on my social media. This woman who I just met Thursday messaged me today and said 2 of her coworkers want to buy a month's supply of tea. So come on, guys. We cannot have, if somebody who is not even technically in the business is able to sell products within less than a week, we got to open our mouths. We got to open our mouths and share the good news too, because it really is not as hard as some people are making it. That's all I have to say, Carrie.
All right. Hey, with that said, guys, remember, lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Get your gear on. Get your shirts on. Whatever you want. Whatever you want to say on there. That's it. Lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Ask me how. That's it. Wear your shirts. It's still hot outside. You are your own walking advertisement. Treat this like a business. It's gonna pay you like a business. I hope you all got value here tonight. I know we went long, but you know what? It was full of nuggets. And I want to thank everybody, especially Bruce, Charles, Kim Q, Latanya. We couldn't get Jermaine. His phone is, probably Boost Mobile or something like that. I don't know. Nah, I'm just joking. He had technical difficulties. But, guys, if you like these type of trainings like this, where we come on out and we give you these nuggets, let Reggie know, okay, that, we got some value here. And we want to probably do this maybe once every 2 weeks or something like that. All right, guys, have a good night.